Robert Byrd's funeral was held late last week, but with the holiday weekend, this is the first chance that we've had a chance to talk about the way Byrd was eulogized by the leaders of the Democratic Party. It was shameful. Let me acknowledge a couple of things here first. Everyone make mistakes. We make errors. Everyone can change, and we all must forgive, but we don't necessarily forget if we can learn from those mistakes. Let me tell you something. It's the reason why I tell you that, I'm a recovering alcoholic. 1995, man, I hit bottom. It's taken me from 1995 until today to try to, I'm a recovering, not only alcoholic, but a recovering dirtbag. I could use a second chance. I needed a second chance. I needed the atonement just as much as anybody else. I believe that people can change. We have to believe that, or we can't go on. But what former President Bill Clinton said about Robert Byrd, I think, is despicable. Watch.
He once had a fleeting association with the Ku Klux Klan. What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. He was a country boy from the hills and hollows of West Virginia. He was trying to get elected. And maybe he did something he shouldn't have done, and he spent the rest of his life making it up.
Holy cow. First of all, he had a fleeting association with the Ku Klux Klan? Fleeting? He recruited 150 members into a group. He was unanimously elected to a position called the Exalted Cyclops. Stories vary on the length of his actual involvement with the Klan, but this much we do know. In 1945, Byrd wrote to a segregationalist, a senator, Theodore Bilbo, about integration in the military service. Here's what he said, and I quote, "I shall never submit to fight beneath the banner with a Negro by my side. Rather, I should die 1,000 times and see Old Glory trampled in the dirt. Never to rise again than to see this beloved land of ours become degraded by race mongrels." That's not a fleeting association. That's deep-seated. The following year, Byrd wrote a letter to the Grand Wizard of the KKK stating, "The Klan is needed today as never before, and I am anxious to see its rebirth here in West Virginia." Now, Bill Clinton stands up and says, well, he was just doing that to getting elected. Well, Bill, let me ask you a question. Does that make it any better? And let me ask you another question. Are you saying that it's fine for people who burn crosses and are making nooses? It's okay to burn the crosses and nooses as long as you're doing it for political gain? Okay, I'm not sure what this says about Robert Byrd, but I think a few things are being cleared up in my mind about Bill Clinton. You're doing it for political gain, so that's okay. I have to say, persecuting an entire race for people, just for their votes,
sounds like
because
Arizona.
you hate them. I'm not sure which one's worse or if any one of them is better. President Obama also seemed dismissive of Byrd's Klan days. Here's what he said.
And as I reflect on the full sweep of his 92 years, it seems to me that his life bent towards justice. Like the Constitution he tucked in his pocket, like our nation itself, Robert Byrd possessed that quintessential American quality, and that is a capacity to change.
How did he choke those? I mean, he couldn't sit down. He barely could sit down with a cop and have a beer with the guy. How did he do that one? There were things that he did in his youth